Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Happy New Year to everyone. The pre-shuffle really highlighted some relationship energy for you, Aries. So let's get started and see. Okay, we're starting with Justice. Let me get with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the pre-shuffle really showed me something around like codependent energies in relationships and really looking at things from a different perspective to see where there's alignment, where there's not alignment, where we're feeling like we're showing up to relationships as our true self and finding a harmony and balance, and taking accountability with the Justice card and pulling our energy away with this Ace of Cups in reverse and really focusing on what nurtures you, Aries, focusing on what is bringing in alignment for you. And the Justice card is always ready to call us out to say, are you taking accountability for what is yours in this? Are you holding someone else responsible for your feelings, or are you sort of owning how you're feeling and then making choices around relationships that work for you? King of Cups is a challenge with the Ace of Cups remaining on the bottom of the deck. So again, it feels like emotional territory around relationships, but taking accountability for our feelings and, pulling back when we need to pull back, or accepting that, it kind of brings to mind this idea that not everyone's going to like us, and we're not going to always like everyone we encounter. And there may be an emotional need here that's not being met, and that's really what's coming through here. Something about pulling back your emotions. And then there's the Eight of Cups rising to the top of the reading, showing us that there is maybe a cycle here that we're ready to walk away from. And what's on the bottom? The Ace of Cups is remaining on the bottom of the deck in reverse. So Aries is pulling back. Aries, you're getting this guidance to take accountability for your feelings in a connection or in an experience, because this is a general reading. It may be that for some of you, this is involving a relationship. For others of you, it may be that you're just needing to accept what's on your side of the street, and taking accountability for your feelings. The King of Cups presents such high emotional intelligence, such awareness around, how to express emotions in a way that feels authentic and grounded in the self. So when we see the Eight of Cups, you're moving away from something. Ace of Cups in reverse, you're pulling your energy away and focusing more on what serves you rather than trying to be focused on how someone else is feeling. What's at the root? Ace of Pentacles. So again, this is a new opportunity that could emerge as we start to walk away from things that no longer feel like they're in alignment for us. And there doesn't have to be any judgment around this. Sometimes we can really struggle with walking away from things that feel like they no longer serve us, but we're really making room for things that are in alignment. And there's so much space that we create when we're being accountable for how something may be making us feel, rather than trying to force something into place. Look at this. Even in the recent past, we're seeing the Two of Pentacles in reverse, where you're getting this message of like, I've really got to prioritize myself moving forward and move towards things that really feel like I want to move towards this. The Knight of Cups is such a true energy that moves according to what feels good, what feels right, what feels authentic, what feels like it's in alignment. And certainly we're seeing this theme in this spread already that shows you walking away from things and moving towards other things as you make yourself a priority. And that really opens the door for some new shifts in your material reality. And there's something here about your consciousness, like really trusting that and taking accountability for how you feel, knowing that your consciousness is what creates your reality. If you're choosing something, then, it's, what's that phrase? If you're not changing something, then you're choosing it. And so are we choosing things that feel like they're in alignment, or are we hanging in on relationships, experiences, and opportunities because we're not sure what would come in its place? It's interesting. That Two of Pentacles really wants you to prioritize yourself. There's the Hierophant coming out. With that Six of Pentacles in reverse, again, we're seeing a strong theme here in taking accountability and being aware of where there isn't balance. And, the Hierophant comes in to bridge and be sort of this energy that allows us to look at what cycles we are keeping and which patterns we might be ready to release. And having that bridge between our consciousness and the material reality to see that there is indeed a connection, that what I focus on and what I give my energy to becomes the shape and form of my life. And so if I see the Hierophant in your future energy here, the upcoming energy with this Six of Pentacles, it really feels like you're starting to see the pattern. You're starting to see, okay, it's because I'm giving my energy to unbalanced situations, experiences, and relationships. And if I don't take accountability for that, I'm not going to have new experiences here. I need to walk away. I need to prioritize myself. I need to see the pattern and take accountability for what's on my side of the street, which is, where am I giving my time, my energy, my resources? Where am I giving myself? And where do I need to pull that back? What a strong message right away here for you, Aries. Let's see. Yeah, Page of Cups coming out as what is the guidance for the inner shift around you, the inner shift that takes place within. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. There's a path here that you're getting, sort of this message to say you can create a new doorway with this Ace of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, but I need to prioritize a different concept within. Holding a different aspect or concept of self within will allow you to create something new here that, could really lead to a new beginning. Four of Wands in reverse is giving me this feeling that you may not see just how much movement is possible between now and where you're going. And with the Page of Cups, it's almost like we've got to think about it from that end point. To align with this energy, we have to be in that energy before it can show up in our material reality. So there's something here about this Page of Cups bringing in this energy of creating new emotional vibration around opportunities that are ones we want to move towards. That Knight of Cups brought that energy in as well with the Hierophant, and it's continuing here. Let's see what the outer shift is. High Priestess. This is you really coming into what are the seeds I'm planting in my subconscious with my beliefs about myself, my experience. Again, bringing us back to that idea that the concept of self we're holding in the conscious mind is planting seeds in the subconscious. And that is what's creating. And, sometimes I say the printer's always printing. That's what's printing. Whatever we hold true in that subconscious, and it's being fed by the conscious mind. So that's our beliefs, our thoughts, our inner conversation, the thoughts running through our mind daily here that we need to get more aware of. Queen of Swords in reverse is also sitting here. Looking at that Justice card with this Queen of Swords makes me feel like Aries is getting a message to say, I've got to really have more awareness around my concepts when it comes to the things I'm investing myself in. Are they in balance? What's my why? What's my intention? And can I gently but intentionally redirect that intention to bring more of a focus on what serves me? What creates an energy that feels like it's an alignment for myself? And even as I'm saying these words, I'm sort of feeling like there may be some listeners thinking, well, we can't be just thinking about what serves self, but if our mindset, like that Six of Pentacles in reverse, is always about what serves others, then we sort of abandon the self in some way. In the pre-shuffle, the Devil card kept coming out, and that really makes me feel like we're looking at codependency here. We're looking at connections that we may be in because of some other intention. That codependency is driven by fear. It's not driven by love. It's not driven by an authentic desire. It's to connect. It's driven by a sense of lack, scarcity, and fear, saying, if I don't give to this, I will lose it, and then what? And so we're really getting a strong message around what are we planting in that fertile subconscious, and how is it forming the energy in our connections, and are we ready to look at that to see how these things are bridging? It's really interesting. Let's see here, hopes and fears are, the alignment we're seeking in this Ten of Cups is not going to come from having a concept that says A, it's not possible, or B, that I'm here because of lack and scarcity. This is alignment and balance, harmony that comes into relationships where we're really trusting ourselves, and we're moving through our experience with clarity around where's the boundaries, where are the lines that I'm not willing to compromise, Queen of Wands energy, and where am I really wanting to invest myself? Where am I wanting to, where's my motivation feel the truest? Where does it feel the most authentic? Outcome here is the Emperor and the Higher. Oh, look at that. The Hermit in reverse coming out with the Emperor for the outcome really feels like trust yourself, look at the bigger picture, and have a perspective that says, I can look ahead in a new way. I can move forward in a different way. What a wonderful message for, the start of the new year, is to really focus on creating new patterns for ourselves as we move forward. Even as I cut the Oracle deck to pull cards for you, look at what we've got here. No Place Like Home coming out with mending. There is a new energy trying to heal something within here that feels like it's calling us out to say what really feels like home, and where am I creating a discrepancy because of some kind of perspective that I may be investing in unbalanced connections, unbalanced scenarios. What is the truth I'm holding within about myself and about others? What a very interesting message that you're receiving today. What's on the bottom of the deck? It's a No Place Like Home card. It stayed. So again, being really true to yourself here, where nothing short of being honest with yourself will do. You've got a lot of cards here that are showing that you're ready for some new energy in relationships, Aries. You're ready to end cycles that feel like they're not building a foundation that is in alignment or balance. Your hope and your fear is wrapped up in this Ten of Cups. I wonder if one of the main focuses right now is believing that this kind of energy in connections is possible, and where in your life you may be experiencing this Eight of Cups that's saying, in order to build this foundation towards the desired outcome that I have, not only do I have to trust myself and look at things from a different perspective, but I might need to walk away from things that I know are not serving me. And this Hermit in reverse makes me wonder if you may have sort of said, okay, well then I'll just be alone. There are no connections that feel like they're going to be in alignment. There are nobody will match my energy. You might be holding a concept with that Hermit in reverse that says, well, I'm just not going to connect, period. I'm just going to withdraw fully, and I'm not going to move forward at all with relationships. And that may be sort of a bit of a misunderstanding here with the energy of this King of Cups. It's almost like we need to look at things from that elevated emotional point of view that acknowledges that that Hermit in reverse may actually be, almost a defense mechanism against not wanting to get hurt and not feeling like we're getting the results we want. So I'll just pull back completely. Message in a bottle coming out as well, suggesting that there is something that will shift in the outer energy if we can shift within. If we can change the way we're looking at something, we can really change what we're going to see reflected back at us in the outer world. One more here for Aries. Oh, we got lots here. Okay. So we're seeing change in the wind with TikTok and co-create coming out for you. So it feels like it's the time. There's divine timing is at work here with TikTok. Your experience is trying to show you that now is the time to really shifting away from things that don't feel authentic, but not shifting into isolation. Changing the concept within is going to create that change in the wind in the outer world. So many times we may look at the outer world and see something we're not satisfied with and think, this is where I need to make the change out here, when really it's an inner shift that creates that outer shift. And you're working really closely with co-create here. You're working really closely with your higher self, with the seeds you're planting in your subconscious, and the energy of the conscious thoughts and how they're working to create those seeds that are being planted. And that's what shows up for us. So what an interesting message for you, Aries, on the beginning of this new year. I hope it's been helpful for your reflection moving forward, especially when it comes to what is the truth around the inner conversation around where we're prioritizing and where we may need to shift those priorities for more alignment, harmony, and balance in relationships, where we need to look at the pattern and where we can be aware of how to gently but intentionally shift that pattern through our own thinking and our own, really your own feelings, because that is the challenge. It really is the feeling that is what's driving this whole machine for us. And like I say, the printer's always printing according to the vibration you're holding, which starts with the thoughts and beliefs, which creates the emotion, which sets those vibrations out. And so if you can shift the conscious mind, you can shift what's in the subconscious, and that will change the direction of the whole pattern that you start to see. Okay, my friends, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you again soon for another reading. Take care. Sending you so much love and light.